Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons in A Course in Miracles. And today we are on lesson 227. And the lesson is, this is my holy instant of release. And the prayer here at the beginning of this lesson is, Father, it is today that I am free, because my will is yours. I thought to make another will, yet nothing that I thought apart from you exists. And I am free because I was mistaken and did not affect my own reality at all by my illusions. Now I give them up and lay them down before the feet of truth, to be removed forever from my mind. This is my holy instant of release. Father, I know my will is one with yours. And so today, we find our glad return to heaven, which we never really left. The Son of God this day lays down his dreams. The Son of God this day comes home again, released from sin and glad in holiness, with his right mind restored to him at last. And what I want to say is, and what I'm reminded of here through my teachers, is the truth is true right now. It's not something I have to reach out there for. It is here right now. The rest is all illusion. And I'm reminded I'm not a body and that I'm a spirit. So again, I want to read from your forgiveness and to add to this lesson and hear what Jesus has to say through the channel, Tina. And again, the lesson is, this is my holy instant of release. And Jesus says, you are blessed beings indeed. I am the one you know as Jesus. When you begin to understand how you cause your own suffering by chasing your idols, they become a lot less attractive to you. Goes on to say, when you realize that your judgments about others' behaviors or situations cause you suffering, and you step back from that judgment, you receive peace again. Your peace of mind is returned to you. You come to see that it was only your foolish wishes that caused your suffering. Jesus says you're working to surrender to a greater guidance. That is what these lessons lead you toward. And he said, this is not easy to do. The ego does not want to surrender its power. It does not want to surrender its judgment. It feeds off of judgment. It feeds off of war. It feeds off of conflict. To surrender to a will that is different from the ego's will is not easy at all, because you are all ego driven. Jesus says, how do you know? You are here in separate bodies, each fighting for your survival. That is the world of the ego. it is not the world that God created for you. The world that God created for you is a reality removed from the vision of the ego. The ego cannot see it. It does not want it. Initially, it is very difficult to surrender to a will that seems foreign to you. As you practice these lessons and listen for guidance, rather than the willful directives and maniacal desires of the ego, and as you practice the lessons and listen for guidance, you will follow that subtle directive to do this or that, say this or that, and surrender to a situation. And you'll stop deciding at the beginning whether something is good or bad. You will let things play out and see what it brings you. This is one of the great gifts of surrender. A situation will happen, and instead of leaping into the ego's decision that it is a terrible thing, you will stay calm and open yourself to guidance. Perhaps you were fired from a job and all your financial fears come up. You choose instead to focus on the opportunity this change brings. And 2 weeks later, you're offered a job that you know you will enjoy. However, when the ego is in charge of such a situation, you delve into deep fear and panic. Then you take the first job you're offered and you miss that opportunity. But if you are calm and say, well, okay, this has happened. It is true. I have been saying that I don't want to work here anymore. Perhaps this is an answer to your prayers. Stay calm. Keep your eyes alert and keep your heart and hands open. You may very well be given a gift. Jesus says, watch out for the fearful, panicking reactions. Strive instead for the calm and deliberate response of a being who has faith and know you are cared for. Jesus concludes by saying, I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again. So that is our lesson 227. This is my holy instant of release. All right. I hope that's been helpful for you. And as always, I thank you for being here. And please go below and hit the like button, comment, and also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 228. Until then, again, be still today. And if you're triggered by your ego at any moment, just remember all there is to, release that, surrender, whatever that trigger is, to the Holy Spirit. Truly let it go. And you will be given that peace again through the Holy Spirit by truly letting it go. All right. Until the next video, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you, and bye for now.